A cancer diagnosis is something no family wants to hear, and that was the case when Bob Furness and his family learned that his daughter Keisha had stage 4 breast cancer. Since that news, he and his wife started a nonprofit in Keisha's honor, and now he has written a book. It's called On to Blue, the story of a breast cancer warrior through the eyes of a dad. Wow, what a title, right? Bob Furness is joining us now to share more on this story. Bob.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, can you just walk us through how you just decided in real time, I'm going to start writing about this?
So I set out to write a book about what my kids taught me from life, about life. And it was going to be a memoir about what they taught me. It morphed into being more about her. There's still some stories about my son, Kevin, who's a great son, but the story is about her and her battle with cancer and how she looked at life during that time.
Okay, so let's talk about the fact, I mean, she was just 30, you said?
She was just 30 years old when she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, which was a big surprise. The book is sort of set in 4 or 5 parts. The first part is about her as a young child and in high school, and as she became a young adult. She was a kindergarten teacher. She used to say, I don't have any children of my own, but I have hundreds of children that I've had for a short amount of time. But she loved music. She marched in the Mighty Sound of the South at the University of Memphis, and she was in band in high school. But she was diagnosed, so it was a surprise to us. She had been going through a little bit of health issues, but at no point did we think at 30 years old that she would be diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer.
And so you started writing it down. Tell me what that was like, because it just seems like it would be emotional. And I was just pointing out that most people go through difficult situations and then they later process it, but you were processing it in real time.
Yeah, and that was part of her. So she was really active on social media, and as a result, she asked me would I help her tell the story, because I'm a storyteller. I've done professional speaking and writing a lot in my life. And so she asked me, so I began to write stories and write tidbits of stories as we were going through it. I didn't know whether it was going to become a book or whether it was cathartic for me to write it down and process it as I was going. I went back to all of that information and all those stories and all those little taglines and tidbits when I was writing the book. And last year, I spent the entire year last year writing the book.
Wow, and so I also think that when you're going through this, it's a first, right? You're figuring things out, you're learning things as you go, and there are other people that can benefit from your experience so that they don't have to go through some of those things.
Yeah, and the catalyst for starting the nonprofit and I guess for writing the book was the year after she died. I wrote an article to the Commercial Appeal called The Question Every Dad Should Ask His Daughter.
Wow.
Because I was asking my daughter if she was being careful when she got in the car. Did she have gas in the car? Was she being careful when she opened the door? All the dad questions, you remember all the dad questions that you typically hear, but I wasn't asking her if she was going to the gynecologist or talking to her healthcare provider about breast health, and I didn't ask her was she doing self-checks. And I know now that if I had done that and she had been doing both of those things, there's a big chance that she might still be with us. But I don't take responsibility for it, but it's really about the story of the dad asking his daughter that question. So we made it easy for a dad to ask his daughter. We created these. They hang on the shower head, and they have the instructions on the back and the icons on the front. Can we get that on the camera? There we go. There it is. And this is used, we distribute these through our nonprofit to remind women. We have a focus on women 25 to 45, and so that's the demographic that we focus on with our nonprofit.
Right, and when you say focus, what happens? What do you do?
Well, we're really about education and around early detection.
Right.
So we do a lot of company events, and any place there's a table that somebody has an opportunity for someone to stand behind and talk about a story, we'll be there.
Okay, so you can basically call and say, hey, we're going to do something for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, or
we're having a women's conference, or we're having a women's event, and we're going to have product people in the expo.
Right.
Then we come and talk to women about her story.
And how do we get the book and your novel event?
The book is available. So the book is available this Thursday at Novel. We're having a book signing at 6 o'clock on Thursday night, and I'll be signing books. I've never done that before. That sounds really cool. I'll be signing books, and we'll be telling stories there at the event. They can find out more about the book at ontobluebook.com, and they can find out more about our nonprofit at warriorprincess.org.
I love Warrior Princess. Did she like Xena?
You know,
sorry, I know I was supposed to end Jenna. I'm sorry.
No, she was my princess, and she was a warrior while she was sick. So I came up with the title Warrior Princess. I called her that for the last 2 or 3 years.
Bob, Bob, I can't with you. Thank you so much, and your beautiful wife is sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah, she was her
smiling.
caregiver the whole time. So she's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.